Welcome to another edition of Xtra Ordinary Sports. I'm your host, Alex Monaco, chilling with today's guest, Grayson Boucher, aka the Professor of Ball Up. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, man.
Crazy career you've had so far. Started in Oregon. How did it all begin?
In 2003, that was the second season that And1 was on ESPN, and it was a show called Street Ball. The second season, they had kind of modeled their show after the trend of reality TV that was going on at the time, and they kind of modeled it after Survivor. And so what they were doing was they were looking for the survivor of street ball, looking for the next quote-unquote street ball legend. And so they came to Portland, Oregon for a game, and what they would do is have tryouts before each game. And so I went up there just planning to watch the game, have a good time, and I noticed they had tryouts. So I went and played because it kind of catered to my style. It was a little bit of a flashy player. From that on, it was a career opportunity.
You've said that work ethic is something you can teach, but heart is something you cannot. You're someone who's obviously always had heart.
Yeah.
Explain to me a little bit about how passionate you are about your game.
I believe that once perspective is instilled in somebody now, that actually it can't be taught. At one point when I was younger, I would play a little bit nervous. Like I would go out on the court and be a little tentative and kind of scared to attack. Not be on the attack mode, more be on like the defensive mode. I really just wasn't playing in the spirit of like fearlessness, you know. And a lot of kids hear that you're supposed to play with heart, but they don't actually explain what that means. So, like even today when I go around talking to kids at clinics and camps and stuff, I'll tell them that playing with heart is being fearless, not worried about if the coach is going to chew you out, not worried about what your parents are going to say, not worried about your girlfriend in the stands or whoever it may be. You're just in attack mode, knowing that even if you fail, it's okay because you have to fail to succeed in the long run.
So do you feel like the game of basketball is just as much mental as it is physical? I mean, if you were to weigh out the percentages, mental versus physical in the world of basketball, how would you see it?
Mental is heavy, man. I mean, you look at guys that get older nowadays that are able to still compete at high levels, like Kobe and Steve Nash. And I think a lot of that is mental. You know, you can take your game to another level just through the knowledge, through the experience. Look at Michael Jordan. I think Michael Jordan was a much better player in 1998 than he was in 1988, which in 88 he was at his athletic prime. 98,
right.
He was going out in his mid-30s. So
right.
I think mental is heavy, man. I think mental outweighs the physical game.
Especially going into the world of street ball, it's not just a game, it's a culture. So how did you ease your way into that culture?
I guess fitting in was basically done on the court, you know, and then the rest took care of itself, and just being consistent over the years.
You do a lot with the kids too. You put on basketball clinics, and you're always giving back and always putting yourself out there and doing things for the community. You know, what does that mean to you to give back, and how important are the kids, especially being an icon and a basketball figure?
Nowadays, I actually use basketball to serve Jesus Christ on a higher level, and so that fits right in with that movement. We do a free clinic every month for kids out here in LA. I do them around the world.
Pra tirar uns dias lá, uma noite, será? Daqui a pouco eu vou ver.
Appreciate y'all tuning in to the interview so far. Shout out to Xtra Ordinary Sports. I'm about to put Alex Monaco to the test and show him a few of my moves and see if he can match up.
Without further ado, let's go to school with the professor.